Okay, today we're going to do division using integers. So a couple of vocabulary words. 12 divided by 3, 12 is the dividend. Okay, remember that's the total. That's a way to think of that. 3 is the divisor. Okay, divisor can be either how many are in each group or the number of groups you're going to make. Today we're going to think about it as number of groups. Okay, also remember that you can rewrite this in long division notation. 12 divided by 3, the 12 goes inside the box, the 3 goes in front. Okay, just as a note is how we're going to do this. In words, 12 divided by 3 you can think of as 12 positives separated into 3 equal groups. Okay, on the number line, if we take to positive 12 and do 3 equal groups, 1, 2, 3, there are 4 in each group. Or if we take 4 yellow circles, or 12 yellow circles to represent the positive 12, we can divide those into 3 equal groups, and there are 4 in each group. If we do 4 positives and do 3 equal groups, there are 4 in each group. So 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So the result is 4 positives. Okay. Do the same thing if it's negative 12 divided by 3 in long notation form. That is negative 12 divided by 3. Okay. So 12 negatives separated into 3 groups. So we do 12 negatives from 0 to negative 12 in 3 equal groups. There's negative 4 in each group. Okay. 12 red circles. Divided into 3 equal groups, there's negative 4 in each group, or 4 negatives in each group. 12 negative signs separated into 3 equal groups, there's 4 negatives in each group. Negative 12 divided by 3 equals negative 4. On the next one, 12 divided by negative 3, 12 divided by negative 3. If you think of it this way, if you think of it in long notation, it's easier to see that what we're really doing is we're doing the opposite of 3 groups, of 12 divided into 3 groups. So in words, we're going to think the opposite of 12 positives separated into 3 groups. I forgot the result on the second one is 4 negatives. Okay. Remember, we're doing the opposite of 12 divided into 3 groups. So if we had the 12 here and we divide into 3 groups, each one would be 4. But we're going to do the opposite of that, which means we're going to go this way, go in the negative direction instead, which changes all of the groups. It puts negative 4s, or makes all the 4s negative. So we can look at the model. It might be easier to see with the red and yellow circles model. The opposite of 12 yellows split into 3 groups gives us 12 reds split into 3 groups. Or the opposite of 12 positives, excuse me, split into 3 equal groups is 4 positives, but then they become the opposite of that will be 4 negatives in each group. So positive 12 divided by negative 3, or the opposite of 12 divided by 3, is negative 4. So the result is 4 negatives. For the fourth example, negative 12 divided by negative 3, again, we're thinking in terms of negative 12 divided by negative 3. We think of it as the opposite of negative 12 divided by 3. It's a little bit easier to follow. So, the opposite of 12 negatives separated into 3 groups. Okay, so again, we're starting off with the 12 negatives. If we split that into 3 equal groups, it's like having negative 4, but then when we do the opposite of that, we're going in the positive direction. Then do the opposite of 12 negatives, gives us the opposite of negative 4, which makes positive 4 in each group. So the opposite of 4 reds, or opposite of 12 reds divided into 3 groups, there are 4 in each group, and that gives us 4 yellows in each group. Or the opposite of 12 negatives divided into 3 equal groups gives us 4 positives in each group. So negative 12 divided by negative 3 is positive 4. The result is positive 4. Okay, so what I want you to do is pause the video at this point. There are 4 examples on the back, 10 and 5. Do them on your own, and then start the video again to see how well you did. Okay, so check your answers. So you can see it. Okay, so we have question C on this one, just like we had for multiplying. What do you notice about the sign of the quotient compared to the signs of the dividends? The dividend and the divisors is what it should say. So just like with multiplication, if the sign of the dividend and divisor are the same, in other words, both positive or both negative, the quotient, which is the answer, is positive. if the sign of the dividend and divisor are different, in other words, one is positive and one is negative, the quotient is negative. Okay? Look at those problems, figure out how you can practice them. Be prepared to come in tomorrow to answer the questions. Also, for those of you who've watched the video, in order so I know that you watched it, what I want you to do is on a piece of paper, write your name and put video and today's date and put a big star by your name. Okay? That way I know that you watched the video. All right, see you tomorrow.